their strategies. And what that looks like is, say for instance, you're saying, I want to make an additional $500 this month, or this week rather, on Facebook. I wouldn't tell you to start with content. We're going to reverse engineer based on the data, based on your conversion rates. And that's how you properly build out a strategy. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for coming. And we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I need you guys to do is answer a couple of questions for me. Drop me a 1 in the chat if you feel confident creating your own sales strategy. Drop me a 1 if you feel confident creating your own sales strategy. The ones. Drop me a 2 if you have tried to DIY your sales strategy and it has some gaps. Drop me some 2s if you have tried to DIY your strategy and it has some gaps. Drop me a 3 if you have a strong understanding of how your sales and marketing strategy works and is working pretty well for you. Drop me a 3 if you have a okay, I'm just now seeing everything roll in. Okay, drop me a 3 if you have a sales and marketing strategy and it's working pretty well. Drop me, this is the last number I'm gonna do and we're gonna get started. Drop me a 4 if you don't understand why you are looked over in the online space. Drop me a 4 if you don't understand why your business is looked over in the online space. Okay, so I see most of you are 2s and 4s. Okay, okay, that lets me know who I am talking to. So guys, get out your pens, get out your typewriters, your notebooks, whatever you use to take notes on, because we are officially beginning the training. So guys, the first thing I want you to understand is why your products are not selling. Okay, why your products are not selling. So we really want you to pre-assess where you are in your business. Do you guys understand what a sales strategy is? If you understand what a sales strategy is, say yes in the comments. If you understand what a sales strategy is. If not, I need to cover it. Yes. Okay, everybody does? Okay, someone said no. Okay, a couple people said no. Okay, you can review. Okay, Kalia. A couple people said. I hope y'all's comments are not delayed. Okay, some people said no. Okay, so all a sales strategy is it's the set of decisions, actions, and goals that let you know how your sales are doing. That's pretty much it. It's your income generating activities. These are activities that you do every single day, and you know that these income generating activities will make you money. Okay, but all of these income generating activities, whether it's email marketing, text message marketing, whether you have a Facebook group, all of it stems from the data on your website. Okay, all of it stems from the data on your website. And so we need to know your conversion rates, things like that. Okay, I'm not going to tell you you got to show up and it has to look pretty. I'm going to tell you the facts of what works. So when I talk to a lot of people, the first thing that people tell me is, I need help. And I'm like, okay, what area do you need help in? And most people say, I need help in marketing, but that's very broad. So you have to know your specific area that you need help in. So this can be email marketing, content marketing, your buyer's journey. Are people coming to your website and the math just ain't mathing? They're not converting over. Do you need help with ads? Or do you just need help with a strategy to bring the awareness and the traffic to your website and to your brand as a whole? Okay. So guys, let's talk about a sales funnel. A sales funnel is not marketing. Okay, it's not. It's just a step that you take to make money. All the sales funnel is where people come in at the top And your website is the sales funnel. You don't have to have a ClickFunnels. You don't have to have anything expensive and that $3,000 or $4,000 ClickFunnels that I know some people rave about. All you need is an awareness technique to get people into the top of your funnel. This can be your lead magnet. Remember that your lead magnet is your freebie. This can be a coupon, an ebook, a guide, but you have to have that freebie that's valuable because we don't want to leave all of our leads on social media. Okay. This also helps us build an audience, not to be confused with followers. Your followers are not an audience. They're just that. They're just followers. That's why sometimes we're saying, like, I have all of these people who are following me and the math just not mathing. And it's because you have the people you went to school with, you have people you used to work with, and they're not interested in your products or services because they're not your soulmate customer. Okay, so for a sales funnel to work, you have to have an audience for this to work. The sales funnel is what scales your business. Okay, so before we go deeper into the sales strategy, I want to go over a few terms that I need everyone to know. So if you're taking notes, you'll want to write this down. If you are a product-based business, there's a few things. So a few terms you need to know is your gross profits. Okay, your gross profits. This is your revenue remaining after subtracting the cost of goods. Okay, one is something that's going to be popping up in your business all the time. The second term you must know is your revenue. This is your income earned by selling your merchandise, pretty much the price that your merchandise is sold for. Then you have your cost of goods. This is the price that you paid for the merchandise. Okay, we need to include shipping or any additional costs as well. Okay, so what that means is if you are paying for something and they charge shipping and they also maybe include like a few, for instance, if you sell hair, I know they include eyelashes. More than likely, you're giving away some of those eyelashes when you ship orders. So all of that needs to be factored in when you calculate your cost of goods. The next thing is going to be your markup. This is how much more your selling price is than the amount that you paid. Okay. Then we have our MOQ, which is the minimum order quantity required when you order from your vendors. Okay, we got that. Now, the next thing is there's going to be a few things on your website that I see where we're dropping the ball. So when you are putting together your website, whether you pay to have it done or whether you did it yourself, you want to make sure that you have clean and clear visuals with unique names. We don't want to use the vendor names. Reason being is because you would be surprised how many people go onto your website, see something cute, and then they go to Amazon or they go to Google and then they type it in. If you have your vendor names on your website, I guarantee you it's going to pop up. So you want to make sure that you name all of your products. The next thing is in your descriptions, you definitely want to have what will customers need to know before, during, and after they purchase. Okay, let me say that one again. You want to have what will customers need to know before, during, and after they purchase. This means that in your descriptions, you want to be really clean and clear about everything about the product. Okay, everything about it, how to use it, how to care for it. You want to have multiple pictures of it. You want to have pictures of the front of it, the back of it, the sides of it. Okay. You also need to hone in on what details you want them to know or notice rather. What details do you want them to notice about your products? We want to tell them. You're the go-to person in your niche. You're the expert. So you want to be able to tell your audience what you want them to notice. Okay. The next thing is you also want to have an upsell or an add-on. And all this is the other items from your inventory that pairs well with a specific item. Okay, this has to make sense. So I'm going to use my favorite example. Let's say, for instance, I'm going to Walmart. I have a coupon for a Roku TV. I get into the store. My coupon is my lead magnet. That's what brought me into the store, right? It brought me into the funnel. I have the main thing that I came to purchase, which is the TV. I have it in my cart. Now, when I get to the checkout, the teller says, would you like to add a TV mount for $49.99? When you got that coupon, you did not think about a TV mount, right? But I guarantee you, because it goes with the TV, about 45% of people who get the TV say yes to the TV mount. Now, if they ask you, can I interest you in this pack of potatoes over here? You're going to look at them sideways, because why would they even ask you that? But because the TV mount goes with the TV, you're more open to purchasing, right? Think about all the things when you go to Target or Walmart. Everything is strategically placed that you can just pick up and throw in your basket right there in the checkout line. It's in your face, right? Everything is placed there on purpose as their add-ons and upsells, okay? Now, the next thing that you want to do is make sure that you use power words to evoke emotion, okay? Make sure that you are using power words. Hold on, guys. There's a lot of people still trying to join. Okay. Now, if you sell clothing or anything that someone has to put on, you need to have in your description, how does it fit? What size is the model? Is it true to size? And make sure the customer can see all of the angles. Okay. Now, going further into that, let's talk about your inventory. You want to create cohesive collections that make it easy to increase your AOV. AOV is your average order value. So when you create collections, this can be types of items, colors. This can be a certain, let's say you sell dog collars. You may have chain collars, and all of your chain collars are on one spot in your website. That would be a cohesive collection. Let's say that you have, if you're a boutique owner, you have sets with the shirt and the bottoms, right? We see that all the time if we order online. That would be a cohesive collection. Now, we also want to make sure that we're building positive rapport with our vendors. So we want to ask them, how often do they receive or create new merchandise? We also want to ask for a direct contact person. And we also want to ask for product updates. A lot of times we don't know that if you ask for a direct contact person, you can get exclusive deals and emails for different things, because now you are really plugged in with the company, like, right, with the vendors. We also want to understand our product lifestyles. So this is known when the vendor restocks, and our product cycles. A product cycle is how long that product is going to be trending or be a hot product. Some things our vendors get are a one-time thing. It sells great, and then now we got all these orders, and now we like, dang, I need a vendor for first slides, because they really popping and my vendor's not restocking. So you want to know what the product cycles are. The next thing is you want to have a buying plan and create a budget. Okay. So when you create a budget, I'm not just saying as a whole for what you want to buy. You want to have the styles that you want to buy, the quantities that you want to buy, the shipping costs. You want to have all of this broke down into 3 different rows so that you know how much inventory you're able to buy every time you buy inventory. Okay. And sometimes it's going to look different. It may look different every time you buy, but you want to have everything laid out so that you can see where your money's going, and also so that you can set your products properly. What happens if you want to run a sale and you don't know the cost of everything that you purchased as a whole? Guys, I had a client who was selling t-shirts and was getting orders left and right. But when we did their budget and their buying plan, they were only profiting like 75 cents per order. And that is not any money. There's nothing worse than having a business that's popping and you're not seeing no profits. Everybody in this room is here to make profits. Nobody is here running a nonprofit, okay? So the next thing that we want, and the final thing that I'm going to go over as far as inventory, is we want to have inventory management and strategy. So take into account what you have on hand. And then we want to create a strategy around how we can get off of it right now. Okay, not next month, not way down the line. We need sales right now, especially with how gas prices and everything is inflated right now. So before we move on, I want you to decide right now on the spot, what type of brand do you want to be? And I want y'all to tell me in the comments. Now, there's two different ones I'm going to give you, but often we try to merge these. So you can either be a premium or luxury brand, or you can be an affordable brand, but you can't be premium and affordable. They don't go hand in hand. When you're a premium brand, your customers are going to be looking for a customer experience and better quality. When you're an affordable brand, they're looking for convenience and cheaper price points. So think of being a luxury brand, think of being the target of your niche. An affordable brand, think of being the Walmart of your niche. Think about how when you go into each store, the experience is different. I see a lot of people saying premium. Now, if we want to be a premium brand, that's great. I'm here for that, right? But I also want you to take into consideration that if you want to be a premium brand, your prices need to reflect that. Think about when you go in the Gucci store. Everybody is not going in the Gucci store dropping a bag on their purses. And they don't care because it's not for everybody. It's exclusive. Okay? Asia said, however, I'm guilty of trying to be both. Yeah, we can't be both. We got to pick a side and we got to stand on it. If you're going to be a premium brand, your prices need to reflect that. I guarantee you, if you're trying to do both, you're going to get where you see customers are like, I kind of want to shop with her. Her stuff looks good and it's presented as premium. But when it's priced at an affordable price, it's a turnoff because now they're going to think something is wrong with it. Think about if you went on eBay or Mercari and you saw a YSL bag for $25. What you gonna ask? You're gonna be like, oh my goodness, is it real? This can't be authentic. You're gonna have some questions and some concerns, right? So you wanna make sure that your price points also appeals to your audience. Kamisha said, can you be a premium brand and an MLM? Yes, if you're an MLM, it depends on what multi-level marketing company it is and if you are allowed to set your own prices, number one. Number two, no matter what multi-level marketing company you're in, you should always brand yourself. Always, always, always. Think about how many people are in the same company. You always want to brand yourself. Now, the next thing I want to go over is let's talk about the different types of strategies, okay? So a sales strategy, remember, it's your plan on how you're going to sell the products that you have and reach your goal, okay? So there are a few different strategies that I want to go over with you. The first one is going to be, let's see, Kiva said, is there such thing as a luxury t-shirt brand? Yes, ma'am, it is. No matter what you sell, I guarantee you it's an audience for you to be a premium brand and it's an audience for you to be an affordable brand. Now, the first strategy I want to go over with you is your low cost strategy. And you can still apply this if you want to be a premium brand. So when you have a low cost strategy, usually low cost items are like ebooks, okay, that are niche related. It's something small. Now, when you price point at a low cost, you're going to be able to expect a high quantity of orders. That's the purpose of a low cost strategy. You're going to expect a lot of orders, right? The next thing is going to be a high cost strategy. When you have a higher price point, you're going to have a lower quantity of orders, okay? But with that being said, it's fine because your price is priced at where it needs to be, okay? Now, let's talk about the low cost first. We're going to get into conversion rates here shortly, and whichever strategy you choose to use right now is going to be solely based off of the data. We have to know the facts, okay? And when I say the data, this is going to be your conversion rate on your website, and it's also going to be your data on your social media pages. Now, keep in mind that on our personal pages, because a lot of us promote there, we're not able to see any data on the personal side. But on your business pages, on your Instagram business pages, and on your websites, okay, we will have to look at the conversion rates. Now, the next thing is I want to talk to you guys about something that is so simple, but so many of us miss out on it. And I mentioned it a while ago. This is your upsells and your add-ons. No matter if you're doing the low cost strategy, the high cost strategy, or the upsell strategy, you're going to need an upsell strategy for everything that you sell. Okay, so using the example that I gave you guys about Walmart a while ago, what is something that goes hand in hand with what you already offer that you can add on? Remember, an upsell has to be less than the core product, which is the main thing we focusing on, right? So think of 2 to 3 things that you can add because you need an upsell and then you need an add-on. You need both of them. So for example, if your product is $20, and let's say that you have a cup, we're gonna use this cup. This cup is $20. My add-on to this may be like a crystal spoon, and it may be like a matching crystal coaster, and they're gonna be $10 a piece. That's our add-on and our upsell, okay? Now, there are going to be some people who come and order this cup and just the cup by itself. But also think about all of the people who are going to either order the spoon or the coaster to go with it because they like the whole set. So think about how you can make $20, $30, or $40 from every single sale. Even if people don't buy both, if you get 10 orders and let's say 5 of them just gets the cup, but the other 5 gets the whole set. Think about how much more money that will be. Okay, the upsell strategy that goes with the low cost or the high cost products, right? This is not meant to necessarily bring in more traffic. It's meant to get the customers who are already there to spend more money. It's about maximizing the sales. Okay, maximizing the sales. Ms. Washington said, what if you are fresh window conversions? Then we got to start somewhere. Then you need a launch strategy. If you have not launched yet, you need a launch strategy. Now, the next strategy I want to go over is a bundle deal. Who don't love a bundle deal, right? Getting multiple things. So guys, let's say that I sold, let's use Bath and Body Works. They do a lot of bundles. Let's say that I sold lotion. I'm using this stuff I got on my desk for example. Let's say I got this hand sanitizer, it smells great. And I also got this lotion, and we're gonna pretend that I have a perfume to go with it. Think about Bath and Body Works sales. You can get these individually, but they're going to cost more. Or we can put them all together and you're going to save a little bit, right? The customer will save, but remember our prices are going to be set right. So we will still be in profits. That's how you bundle items. Now you're getting off inventory and your customers are happy because they're getting a good bang for their buck. People love bundle deals. Think about the last time that you bought bundles. I know wigs are in right now, but remember when bundles was like the go-to thing? You were open to buying bundles when it was like 18, 20, 22 for like $275 versus if it was $1,800, $2,100, $2,200. You're just gonna be like, dang, okay, that bundle's kind of high. But when you see all three for $275, you were like, okay, that I like this. I like this hair. I like this texture. This is a good price for 3 bundles because we're more open to buying bundles. It's more appeasing to buyer psychology and how your buyer thinks. Okay, so write that down, y'all. Bundle deals. No matter what you offer, you can bundle things together and let your customers save a little bit. But remember, we're properly priced. So we'll still be in profits. Okay. Now, the next strategy is going to be discounted codes. I know I said 3, but I gotta give y'all another one. Discount codes. Who don't love a discount, right? Think about Fashion Nova or Shein. Their prices are already marked up because they drop on a different discount code all the time. So they're still getting the money that they needed to be in profits, but by marking it up to give you a discount code brings it back down to the original price that they wanted it for you to be in profits or for them to be in profits and for you to still feel like you're getting a deal, right? Does this make sense? Questions? Would you recommend coupons for luxury brands? Yes, but if you also notice that with luxury brands, they don't have a whole lot of sales. They don't have a whole lot of sales. Think about how many times you see Gucci have a sale. Even Target don't have that many sales. But you can go to Walmart and get all kinds of cash back, and think about the difference in between the stores that you shop at. Okay, y'all think about that. Okay, yes, understood. Okay, great. So guys, one of the things that I really, really want to hone in on is you can have multiple strategies, but do not implement them at the same time. You have to give a strategy 60 to 90 days to work. We dropped the ball because I know we want right now results. Okay, but we have to have patience with our business. Number one, a business is a process. Okay, I guarantee you it's a process. My customer, my client that does credit repair that I posted on Facebook earlier today, she was in business 6 months. She came into one of my programs. We repositioned her offers for her credit restoration program, and she made $49,000 the first quarter of this year so far. But the thing is that she had to have patience to grow through the process. Some of you need to break up with your audience right now. You're posting, they inquiring, they never buying, you feel like you're overlooked. And it's because number one, you're not sure of what the 4 pillars of your target audience is. And 2, you're not sure how to attract them. Okay, you're not sure how to attract these people. Now, I'm not diving too far into target audience, but I will say that we all know our demographics, right? This is the age, gender, race, location, but we completely look over those psychographical traits, and that's what makes up the person. You have to know your target audience so well. You need to know where they want to eat at. Are they parents? What do they shop at? How do they shop? And what I mean is, are they window shoppers? Do they take a long time to buy? People who shop at Gucci are going to take longer to purchase something from the time that they see it than the person who sees something at Walmart. The higher your prices are, the longer your buyer's journey is. Okay, remember, customers need to see our items 4 to 10 times before they purchase. Only 3% of people are actually ready to swipe their debit card with us when they first come across our business. Okay, 3%. That's a small percentage, guys. So you have to give yourself some grace to grow your business. You have to give yourself some grace to build your audience and attract those people, because all of that comes in before consistent sales start coming in. Okay, now here's the next thing. You want your business to work, but you must be willing to put in work. You can't treat your business like a hobby and show up when you feel like it or show up when you need sales. You can't keep getting frustrated and taking those breaks. Every time you take a break off of social media and you're just gone, even if you tell people like, hey, I'm gonna be gone for a few weeks, I'm gonna take a break. When you come back, you're starting at the very bottom, building up your know, like, and trust factor. And remember, people only buy from people that they know and trust. They don't necessarily have to like you, but they have to know and trust you. So the biggest lie ever told was you can run and grow your business in your free time. You cannot. It's going to require some work, and sometimes we're going to have to turn down so our bank account can turn up. So your work ethic is really going to determine how far your business goes. Remember, your business is what funds your lifestyle, your bills, your children. This is what pays your car note. This is what's funding all of the things that you want to do. Okay? So guys, you need balance as an entrepreneur. You need balance. Every single day needs to be pre-planned. Needs to be pre-planned. Okay? Now, I am the master of pre-planning stuff because as a mom of 6, I have to, right? I know some of y'all on here, y'all have some babies. I know we all live busy lifestyles, right? We all do. We all live busy lifestyles. But you have to plan and learn to time block your day. And what that means is carve out some time to do your business activities. If you know that you need to email market, don't wait till the day of and then say, I think they need to know this. When you know who your target audience is, you can speak to their pain points. And this means that content is not hard to create when you know who your audience is. Okay? I can tell you guys right now on this webinar exactly who I'm talking to. The majority of you on here are going to range from 25 to 45, which that's a big gap, but that's my gap. Most of you are African-American women. Y'all wear one of the 3 hats that I wear. Y'all are either a mom, wife, or boss. We like wine. We like taking trips. A lot of people call us bougie, but we live comfortably. Okay? We enjoy different types of music. We have open minds. We enjoy learning. We enjoy the finer things. We're not into mess. We're not into drama. We're not into gossip. We don't really too much care for celebrity gossip. We watch people like Tim Bay, Blame It on Quay. We follow Steve Harvey. We follow Iyanla Vanzant. Okay, we like nice perfumes. We love some cute shoes and a cute outfit. Okay, our hair is gonna be slayed to the gods, and we might not wear makeup every day, but when we pop out, we cute, sis. Y'all feel like I'm talking to y'all? Because I know exactly who I'm talking to. I have studied y'all through and through, okay? Y'all said yes. Okay, you just said that's me. Okay, so guys, there are 2 different things that I want you guys to know. You need a marketing strategy and you need a sales strategy. They 2 different things, okay? We're gonna create one right now. So I hope y'all taking notes. So the first thing that you wanna do is create a core product. This is the product that you are going to focus on for the next 30 days. We're gonna create campaigns around it, okay? So drop me in the comments what we focusing on for the next 30 days. This is our focus product, our core product. Nene said, yes, but I'm being a celebrity gossip. Okay, we're gonna read it, but we like, okay, we're not gonna be the people bothered. We weren't shook. We weren't shooken when Rihanna was like, I'm pregnant. People was losing their minds. We was like, oh, okay, she pregnant, she cute. We see you, girl. But we wouldn't with all the extra, right? CMOS, our course, our ebook. Nene said, yeah, you're right. I know. Credit repair, some drip cream. Oh, that sounds interesting, Alicia. I want to know more about that. Body scrub. Okay. Okay. So we have it. So we want to make sure that we are very specific. This means that if you sell skincare, we're not focused on the facial line. We focused on one thing. This can be the body scrub and just the body scrub. We're not focused on the foot cream, one thing. If you sell hair, you're focused on the Brazilian straight wigs. Not the deep wave, not the whole collection, one. Okay, thank y'all. I see y'all comments rolling. Okay, now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab the attention of our audience. Then we are going to present our offers in front of them. Okay, this is when people visit our sites, they don't want to see everything at one time. Remember, I just talked to y'all about descriptions and how your pictures need to look. Whatever we're focusing on, we want to put that front and center on our website. And this is what we're also going to create our content around. Okay, remember, that's like if you say, hey, I love this shirt I saw, what's the link? And now you got the search through for, you on page 4 of their website and you still ain't seen the shirt. You just gonna click off, right? You might go look on Amazon or something, right? We want to make sure that we have it front and center and easy. If people have, the more clicks they have to do, the less orders you're gonna get because people are going to start clicking off, okay? Now, we're going to direct all of our marketing efforts towards this focus product, okay? We're directing all of our efforts towards this. So remember, I said new customers need to see our content 4 to 10 times before they buy. This means that it is required that we show up consistently. Tell me in the comments, can y'all tell us, or can y'all talk about y'all focus product 6 different ways? That one product. Can y'all talk about the same thing 6 different ways? For instance, okay, somebody said yes. I love to see it. I see the yeses. So I know it may be a couple no's getting ready to roll. So let's say, for instance, you have an ebook. Day 1, you're going to tell us what the ebook is and a high level overview. That don't mean tell us page by page what's in there. Give us a good summary of what's in there. Okay. Day 2, we're going to have like a few snapshots of like the cover and maybe the back. We're showing what it looked like. Okay. Day 3, we're going to have a customer testimonial of somebody who read it and loved it. It changed their life. That's amazing, right? The next day, we are going to tell them, maybe we're going to give them a piece of chapter 1, a small piece to grab their attention. Okay. Day 5, we're communicating why we wrote this ebook to begin with and where we were in our life when we wrote it. It don't have to be a rags to riches story, but just be honest about why you chose to sell that ebook or why you chose to come up with it, right? And day 6, we driving them to our lead magnet and we're going to email them about it. There's 6 different ways, one product. Okay. Remember, different pieces of content appeal to different people. Okay. Now, the next thing is, I want you to write this down. Okay. I hope y'all taking notes. The next thing is understanding your pricing model. So there's 2 things. How much did you pay for it? How much did you pay for that product that we're focusing on? And the next thing is, how much do you want to profit from every order? Now, when you're factoring in how much you paid, don't say my vendor charged me $20. How much was the shipping? You may have paid $20, but if you bought 10 pieces and shipping was $100, you need to factor that in, the total divided by how many items you have. That's your base price. Okay, that's going to be your base. Are y'all following me? Because I want y'all to be properly priced. So many of us are not properly priced. And I know because I shot with y'all. I bought some bomb makeup from a lady who inquired with me the other day. And her liquid eyeshadow palette was like $5. Like the branding and the quality, like it's something I could have bought from Ulta. We have to be properly priced. Okay. Now, let's dive into the numbers. the not so fun part that people don't like talking about, but I want to help you build some confidence around your numbers. Let's say you're going to do the low cost strategy, okay? Low cost. This means, remember, we're charging a smaller amount, but our goal is to get a bigger amount of sales, okay? So let's say that you're selling your body butter for $20, okay? You want to profit $10. Your goal is to make $1,000 over the next 30 days. You need 100 sales, okay? Are y'all picking this up? You're selling your $20 body butter. You want to make $10 profit. Your goal over the next 30 days is $1,000. You need 100 sales. We have to know our numbers. We have to. And it's the scary part. It's a scary part for so many. Don't let these numbers scare y'all. It's billions of people in the world. 100 orders is not a lot for a low-cost product. Now, let's say for a high-cost product, let's say we're going to sell a Nike set, and we're going to sell it for wait a minute. Let's say we got it for $100. We want to make $30 profit. Our goal is $1,000. Tell me in the comments, how many orders do we need? How many orders do we need? Tell me in the comments. Y'all got y'all calculator. $1,000 divided by $130. We're gonna need about 8 orders. So do y'all see the difference in the pricing structures? When you're low cost and then you have your high cost. Do y'all understand the difference? It's easier to get that affordable brand going, but that luxury brand has to have that appeal. But don't let those numbers scare you. Do not. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now, remember, going back to our lead magnet. Remember, I talked about a lead magnet. That's the top of our funnel. If you are in this training, and I sent that link out, actually, my assistant, Miss Arian, sent the link out to you guys who commented Biz Bestie under my post. I brought y'all into my funnel. Y'all can do the same thing. That's my lead magnet. Okay, that was my lead magnet. The 5 mistakes product-based businesses make. Now, again, your lead magnet can be a coupon, an ebook, a guide, a tutorial. Okay, it can be whatever you want it to be, as long as it is helpful to your audience. And make sure when you are doing your lead magnet, you always put your website and your contact info, especially if you have an ebook or a guide, because people will download it and they may not open it right then. But if I open it a month from today and I'll be like, dang, I love this. If I don't know how to contact you, I'm in your funnel, but I don't even remember who you are. So make sure that you brand it to you guys, okay? Now, let's talk about the funnel from the freebie. We have our freebie. That's our top of the funnel. I need to write it on my papers. I need visuals. So let's say, with the funnel, y'all know the little funnel. This is a bad example. But up here, y'all see this? Up here, this is your top of funnel. And as people go through the awareness phase, which is the top, and then they go through the interest phase, which is the middle, then they go into the consideration phase, which means I know who you are, I know who your brand is, I'm considering purchasing. And then when they get through the purchase phase, the funnel thins out. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, when your funnel is thinning out, what happens is people will unsubscribe from our email list. They'll unfollow our pages. Okay? They'll unfriend us. And that's not a bad thing. Okay? Because I don't want to pay for ads, or I don't want to have all of this dead weight, so to speak, in my business. When people unsubscribe, that's great. I'm glad you gave me an opportunity. I'm not upset. We ain't got beef. But we can't let that get us down. All that's saying is that they're not interested. Okay, they are not interested. Okay, that's it. Now, we have to know our buyer's journey. Again, if you're affordable, your buyer's journey is quick. It's like clockwork. When you're a premium brand, it takes a little bit longer because they're going to get a better quality experience when they come with you, when they come shop with you, right? So, with that being said, when you have, there's another thing to this, okay? Hope y'all taking notes. Y'all still with me? Y'all got y'all typewriters and stuff out. Now, you have your upsells. If you're an affordable brand, your upsells are going to be pretty inexpensive, right? Think about if you went to Walmart and you got some meat and you just grabbed a piece of gum as an upsell. But think about if you went into Saks and Fifth Avenue, right? Their upsell is going to be a little bit more pricey because their core product or their focus product is a bit more pricey. So take that into consideration. Don't sell nobody no $1,000 course or whatever you're selling, and it's great. And then you got a $10 upsell. It's not going to level out. The prices have to align. It's like if you went and got a new car right now for $55,000 and they said you can add an extended warranty for $15. You're going to be like, y'all probably not going to cover nothing. You're going to already be second guessing it because it doesn't make sense psychologically. Same thing. Bring that same energy into your business, okay? Now, when we're doing our bundles to maximize our sales, because you can still do bundles with this strategy, but I want you guys to take into consideration when you're doing bundles, you still want to have your focal product. But now when you're talking about your business 6 different ways, you're highlighting what goes with that focus product. Okay? We got that? We got that? I hope I'm not taking y'all too fast. So the next thing is, and y'all stay with me, I only need about 20 minutes or more of your time. Now, let's talk about your roadmap to the actual sales. The first thing is the fact that you don't really have a concrete strategy in place is what's holding you back. Business can change in the matter of months. I just told you guys I had my credit repair student who business was stagnant 6 months. She came and spent the block with me one time, got into some of my programs in the first quarter. In a matter of months, she made more within the first quarter of this year than she's ever made previous years in her business. Business can change in a matter of months. Marketing is the preparation for the change. Okay? Marketing is the preparation for the change. So you have to know, what is my sales goal? Don't say, I want to make $1,000 a day. You're just throwing content out there, hoping that it sticks. No, ma'am. Every piece of content you post has to serve a purpose. When people are saying you need to show up 3 to 5 times a day, and that's not necessarily true. Showing up 3 to 5 times, I don't say no more than 3, honestly, because that's too much posting. Max 3 times a day for your business as far as content posting. Reason being, if you're new and you're showing up 3 times, you're building up that know, like, and trust factor a little bit faster. Once you get into that phase where you're known, when people are like, hey, who got skincare stuff? Who got this? And people tagging you, now people know about your business. You don't have to show up so much. Okay, you don't have to show up so much, but you do have to show up consistently. If that look like you got to show up, the best time for you is between 9 and 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, then that content better pack a punch. That one post, that one live, it better pack a punch with it. Make it good. Make it stand for something. Okay, so knowing what your sales goal is. Okay, and then knowing how much money do you want to make to take home, because we cannot continue to pour everything into our business and not pay ourselves. We can't afford to say all this money is mine and now we're trying to rush to get inventory. You need to pay yourself at least once a month. You need to have a set amount that you pay you, especially if you plan on building a team. Okay, Now, let me ask you this, because I know everybody thought of a number instantly when I said, what's your sales goal? Why did you pick that number? Is it because it made you comfortable? Is it because that's really what you need every month to pay all your bills? Ask yourself, really and truly, y'all don't have to tell me in the chat because I know some of the answers can get kind of personal, but why did you really choose that number? Is it because you want it, or is it because you deserve it? Is it because you want it, or is it because you deserve it? Now, ask yourself this. Does my current structure of my business allow me to make that amount of money? Because we can say, I want to make 50K months, and you can. I'm not here to discourage anybody, because I've seen people go from 0 to 6 figures in a year, 0 to 7 figures in a year. It is completely possible, but your business structure has to allow it. I had a lady last year who sold hair. She wanted to grow fast, and she had a great job. But you know what happened? She didn't have a team in place for the type of growth she needed, and she didn't have enough inventory. Do y'all know what happened last January of 2021? She ended up having the biggest month ever in her business. She made over $31,000 selling hair. Do you know what we did? We had to refund almost everybody because she did not have a system in place. If I tell y'all need a system, don't say, oh, I can do that later. No, do it now. Do it now. Do not procrastinate. Become an action taker. Do it now. Nothing is worse than having to refund people and bounce back from that. She had already ordered the hair from her vendor. It was already on the way. So those refunds came from her personally. Don't sleep on this. Structure your business the right way now. So when it's time to grow, all you got to do is focus on the growth and how you need to show up to scale. Okay? Now, the next thing I want to ask you is, if you have that special number in your head that you deserve and that you want, the next thing is, do you have enough inventory to cover it? Do you have enough inventory? Is your email marketing set up? If it's not, I recommend Aweber. I would recommend Klaviyo. Those are really good ones. But these are things that you need. You do not want to leave all your leads on social media. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all remember the day Facebook and Instagram froze? Everybody was in a panic, but my clients who were email and text message marketing were not. They were still getting a bag, because all they had to do was send out an email, because I teach them how to email market regularly. You need to be talking to your list at least once a week. Now, the next part of this is, do you have enough customers in your audience already? I'm pretty sure a lot of you are thinking either you don't know or you don't think so, which means we have to go and build your audience. Think about the reality of all of these questions I've asked you, because sometimes this is why we're not hitting our goal. You showing up consistently and you're getting frustrated, and you sitting here at your workstation and you patting your wig because you're frustrated and you're confused on why you keep missing the sales goal and what you're doing wrong. We are no longer DIYing any strategies. Every time we do that, we leave money on the table. You need something specific to you and your business. You can literally take this training and run with it, okay? Now, the next thing is, we want to know your business statistics. Know your business statistics, okay? That data in the back. If you have Shopify, I love Shopify and I love Wix. For all my product-based people, those are my favorite. Shopify and Wix. Now, it's okay if you don't have it. You still gonna have data, okay? Now, you want to look at how many visitors you get every 30 days. How many live sessions do you have? Okay? You want to be able to know these things. And then from all of those sessions and all of those visitors, how many of them actually buy? How many of them actually buy? Okay? Now, I want to ask you something. Why did you choose that core product or that focus product? Is it something that's easy for you to sell? Or is it what you want to sell? Like, are you just overloaded on the inventory? You like, it ain't really selling. I got some other stuff to sell better. I need to get off of this. Or I love selling this, is my number one seller. You need to ask yourself these questions. Be honest with yourself, y'all. Be honest, okay? Now, we need to know, let's go back to our audience for a second. We need to know our audience pain points. We need to know what they struggle with and how it shows up for them every single day, okay? I know I told y'all 20 more minutes, so I'm gonna give y'all a brief example and I'm gonna move on because we still got one whole page of notes to do. So when you know your audience's pain points, let's say that you sell wigs. A reason why a lot of women wear wigs is because, number one, we live in busy lifestyles. We don't have time to get up and do our hair every morning, right? We like on the go. We trying to snatch this bonnet off and be in the wind. We outside, right? Another reason is a lot of people struggle with alopecia. We're looking for something convenient. We're looking for something fast. And a lot of us don't mind investing in a good wig because we know I can wear it more than one time. It's not like the hair store where I gotta wear it and I gotta throw it away. We know we can wear it over and over again. We can color it, we can style it different ways, and we still gonna be cute. Okay, so think about those pain points. If I was somebody who was shopping for a wig and those were my pain points, think of what content I would need to see. You would need to show me some different styles. You would need to show me how versatile it is. Tell me how to care for the wig, how to care for my hair up under this wig too. How to maintenance it. How do we store our wigs between uses? Think about what your customer needs to see, not what you want them to know, but what the customer needs to see. Okay, think about what they deal with in real life, and then we want to tell them why they need it. Think about what problem do you solve? I know every marketer online, on YouTube, tells you what problem do you solve, but nobody just told you like I did. Nobody told you to think about how that's showing up for your audience. Nobody tells you to think about the bridge that they have to cross. Remember, they have a problem over here. Your business is the bridge that gets them to a satisfactory or a happy point, right? So over here, they sad, they bothered, over here, they're happy. So what do they need to know before the process? While they on their bridge, what do they need to know during the buying process? And what do they need to know when they get into this happy space over here? Okay? Think about that. Okay? Think about that, guys. Now, let's talk about your website analytics. Knowing your conversion rate. Your conversion rate is how many people actually purchased. That's it. That's all. Don't overthink it. How many people actually purchased? Okay? The next thing you want to know is what actually sold the most. Because what we end up doing is we may say, these computer mouses sold the most, but I still got these cups I'm sitting on. So we hone in on the cups instead of making the cups an upsell to something else. So now we're losing our audience because they didn't want them cups. Ain't nothing wrong with the cups. It just didn't appeal to your audience. And if you're experiencing that, it's because you did not test the market before you dropped that product. You sold it because you liked it and you thought it was sold. You thought it would sell well. I know I'm talking to somebody. I know I'm stepping on your toes. Okay, but I want you to win this year. Now, we also want to look at how many people actually added our items to cart. How many added them to cart? And then we want to look at how many of them abandoned the cart, because we actually want to have an email sequence for our abandoned carts. How many times do you go on a website and you add something to your cart and life happens, or maybe you just window shopping? Now they boom, they in your inbox every day. And you like, dang, I really do need that. They right, I need it. And we justify it, right? We justify all of our unnecessary spending. I know because I do it too. But we want to have a sequence for that abandoned cart. I guarantee you your sales rate will go up. You will close more people when you have that abandoned cart sequence. And the best part is it's on autopilot and it can be automated. Okay. All you need some little triggers set up. Autopilot. Automation is the best part of business. I love it. Okay. Now, we also want to take into consideration, where is the traffic actually coming from? If your audience is on Facebook in your group and that's where everybody coming from, you can still show up on Instagram. You can still show up on Twitter, but hone in on what's working. Hone in on what is working. Okay. Now, the next thing we want to know is how many visitors came to your site. We need to know how many people are actually coming, because if you are trying to make that, how many sales did I say a while ago? You need 100 sales, but you only got 100 visitors. We need some more traffic to the site, because 100%, nobody's conversion rate, no business has a conversion rate of 100%. Okay. Now, the next thing that we want to know is, what is your AOV? Your average order value. Okay, your average order value. I'm giving y'all homework. I hope y'all writing these questions down. I want y'all to go look and be like, okay, this is my room to improve here. These are the answers I need to know. Now, the final thing you want to know is, what is my returning customers rate? The easiest customer to close is somebody who has shopped with you and they have had a good experience. If you say, hey girl, I just dropped this new shirt, I just dropped this new body scrub, I think you'd love it. If you got 10 people that had a great experience, I guarantee you 5 to 7 of them coming back. They're gonna come try it. The thing is that we don't create offers or invite them to come back, because sometimes we get caught up in marketing and growing and doing all the work that we forget about the people who already bought. Follow up with the people who have purchased from you. Hey girl, I remember you bought the body scrub. Tell me how you liked it. A simple message goes so far. A simple message can go so far. Okay. So guys, total tonight, we done went over a full strategy that you can implement over the next 30 days. A full strategy. I done gave you different structures for your pricing. I done gave you homework for your conversion rates and everything, okay? Now, I want you to map out each piece of this strategy, okay? Because I just told you at the beginning of the training, we're going to reverse engineer this. Start with the conversion rates, and then we're going to work backwards, okay? The last piece to this is going to be the content. That's the last piece of this, is the content of it, okay? So with the content, you need to have a content flow, okay? You need to have a content flow. What this looks like, what your content flow looks like, is number one, you want to have a daily topic or objective. Remember, we just said you need to have 6 different ways to talk about your product or service. So what would be your topic for the day? You can pre-plan this. The next step is you want to identify the purpose. What's the purpose? Is it to educate? Is it to engage? Is it to entertain? You're going to make your audience laugh. You're going to pull at their heartstrings. What's the purpose of each piece of content, or the content for that day? Take it day by day so you get good at it. Then we're going to identify the delivery. Now, one thing I will say is, no matter what social site you guys choose, use every part of the social site. If you're on Facebook, use groups, use reels, go live, use the stories, do your posts, use marketplace, use all of the available avenues that the social site has. Don't just say, I'm gonna do everything except for go live. You're leaving money on the table. Okay, so after we have figured out the delivery, next we want to identify the call to action. All the call to action is what are the next steps that we want them to take? Do you want them to grab your freebie? Do you want them to click this link and look at this specific product? Tell them that. People, they're not the business owner. Think about how many times people tell us we need to do something and then we do it. Okay? Tell your audience what to do next. Okay? Now, we execute the content. After that, go ahead, do your post, your reel, your live, whatever your content pillar was and your delivery. And then we want to look at how it did. I guarantee you, using these methods, you are going to see an influx in your sales, an influx in your traffic. You're going to see an influx in your business. Okay? Does this make sense? Does this make sense, guys? Somebody tell me yes in the comments if it does. I think my comments are a little delayed because they start rolling a little late. Okay. Now, I told y'all I needed 20 minutes, so I got about 10 or so. So I'm going to screen share, and then I'm going to screen share right quick. Let me see. And I am going to show y'all a couple of things right quick. Let me see. Let me know when y'all can see my screen. Can y'all see my screen? Okay, I'm assuming y'all are saying yes in the chat. Okay, I can see it. Yes, great. Okay, so let me show you guys a sneak peek from a few previous brands, and then we will get into the meat and gravy. So this brand is a wig brand. She was not sure how she fit into the marketplace, and she kind of just blended in with everybody online, which is not a good thing. We want to stand out. We want to set ourselves apart. We did a few things. We tapped into her target audience. We tapped into her pain points, and we properly priced her products and sprinkled in a dash of consistency in there. We stopped taking those breaks, and she made $22,000 in 7 days selling wigs. It's completely doable. Okay. Now, what she took from me was the incubator group in Q4 of 2021. Okay. And I'm going to show you a few more, and then we will get into something else. Let me move y'all over here so I can see. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. Now, another previous brand, this is a beauty brand that launched in 2018. She had no sales, no business foundations at all. Remember, if you build a business and you don't have the foundations in place, the building crumbles. Think about when you build a house. They always lay down the foundation. They don't go out there just pouring concrete. They have a plan, and they build the foundation based off of the plan. Same thing applies for your business. This customer made $25,000 in 2019, 160K in 2020, and 214,000. Okay, 214K in 2021. So we ended up accomplishing her 5-year plan in 3 years. And this required a mindset switch and definitely some coaching. One of the biggest mistakes I can honestly say that I made in my business was thinking that I could do everything myself. I guarantee y'all that y'all favorite mentors and coaches have mentors and coaches. And it's not because we're not good at what we do, but it's the fact that everybody has a dream and a purpose and a passion about something that's bigger than us. It requires more than just us to get there. So this is another previous brand. This is a product-based business. She has candles, which is a passion product. Okay. She was making $30 every 3 to 6 months. She had her first 1K month. Okay. And she started hitting her goals in less than 90 days after getting into one of my programs. So yes, this was the lady I was telling y'all about before that had the beauty brand. She made 381K in less than a year. She wasn't ready for that level of success she desired. And as y'all can see, we had to refund $31,000. 31,000. So she ended up making 350 once you take away this 31K. But just imagine how that feels to have to refund. That's a lot of money to refund. especially when you never hit that amount of money before in your business. Now, here's another beauty brand. They were unsure of how to properly price their products and where she fit into the marketplace. She took the Hype Incubator program, and these were her results in less than 60 days. As y'all can see, we didn't have a lot of draft orders left. Okay. She was doing great with her sales, and she still is. Okay. And this is the last one I'll show you guys. So this is a product-based business. She was inconsistent with sales previous to working with Hype Marketing House. She utilized our content strategy, and she was able to hit $8,000 in less than 60 days. I can guarantee y'all, nobody teaches content like I do. Simply because people are like, post this, so they tell you how many times to show up, but nobody tells you what to post. You have to think and communicate with your audience in phases. When people come to you, you know that they're your cold audience. They're not aware of you yet. So the content that a cold audience needs to see is different from the pieces of content that your warm audience who's familiar with you need to see, which is also going to be different than what your hot audience needs to see. These are people who are in 3 different phases. Think about an infant, and then think about a middle school child, and then think about an adult. How you communicate is going to be different. How you communicate with that baby, you're not going to be talking to no middle school child or to no adult in baby talk, right? It just wouldn't make sense. So it's the same way. You have to communicate with your cold, warm, and hot audiences 3 different ways in order for them to understand what it is that you're trying to communicate and get across. So I teach that as well in our strategy sessions and what it looks like for your business.